The fluorescent lights of the Harrington and Stern law firm hummed, a soundtrack to the silent war brewing between Clara and Olivia. Their battlefield, their adjacent offices, their weapon of choice, passive-aggressive notes. Clara, with her meticulously organized desk and penchant for early mornings, had always considered Olivia a chaotic force of nature. Olivia, in turn, viewed Clara as uptight and incapable of spontaneity. When they were both assigned to the Miller case, a high-profile corporate dispute, their simmering dislike began to boil over. It started small. Clara found a note on her keyboard. "Coffee stains are so last season." She crumpled it, a retort forming on her tongue, but instead, she straightened her shoulders and typed a response. Perhaps if some people spent less time on social media, they'd have time to use a coaster. She taped it to Olivia's overflowing inbox. Olivia retaliated with a strategically placed air freshener in Clara's office, a sickly sweet vanilla scent that clashed horribly with Clara's preferred citrus. The attached note read, "For those who need to lighten up." Clara, allergic to vanilla, responded by turning up the thermostat in Olivia's office, leaving a note saying, "Consider it a tropical getaway." Their colleagues watched with amusement and a touch of apprehension. Sarah, the paralegal who often found herself caught in the crossfire, sighed. "Honestly, it's like watching a tennis match, except the balls are made of sarcasm." The notes escalated. "Your stapler is making a weird noise. Maybe it's trying to escape," Clara wrote. Olivia countered with, "Heard you humming show tunes. Maybe stick to legal briefs." One afternoon, Clara was working late, poring over documents. She noticed a faint light coming from under Olivia's door. Curiosity overriding her animosity, she gently pushed the door open. Olivia was asleep at her desk, her face illuminated by the glow of her laptop screen. An open file displayed pictures of adoptable kittens. Clara felt a pang of something unfamiliar. Sympathy? She quietly closed the door, leaving a glass of water and a granola bar on Olivia's desk with a note, "Hydrate, and maybe get some sleep." The next morning, Clara found a small succulent on her desk. The note read, "Thanks. It's supposed to purify the air, which, let's face it, this place desperately needs." Clara smiled, a genuine smile that reached her eyes. The notes didn't stop entirely, but their tone shifted. "Your tie is crooked," Clara wrote on a post-it note, leaving it on Olivia's keyboard. Olivia adjusted it, then scribbled, "So's your argument in paragraph 3, and stuck it back on Clara's monitor. One Friday evening, after a particularly grueling week, Olivia found Clara still at her desk. "Going to be here all night?" Olivia asked, leaning against the doorframe. Clara sighed. "Seems that way. This brief is a nightmare." Olivia hesitated. "I could help. I'm pretty good at legal jargon." Clara raised an eyebrow. "You? Offering to help me?" Olivia shrugged. "Don't get used to it. Consider it a temporary truce." They worked late into the night, fueled by coffee and surprisingly compatible legal minds. They debated, argued, and eventually crafted a brilliant brief. As they finished, a comfortable silence settled between them. "Thanks, Olivia," Clara said softly. "I couldn't have done it without you." Olivia grinned. "Don't tell anyone I said this, but you're not so bad yourself, Clara." The following Monday, Clara arrived to find a new note on her desk. It wasn't passive-aggressive, but a simple question. "Coffee? My treat." Clara found Olivia in the break room, waiting by the coffee machine. "So," Clara said, "to what do I owe this unexpected generosity?" Olivia poured 2 cups of coffee. "Maybe I just realized that fighting with you is exhausting. And maybe," she added, handing Clara a mug, "I enjoy your company more than I thought I would." They sat in comfortable silence, sipping their coffee. "You know," Clara began, "I always thought you were reckless and disorganized." Olivia laughed. "And I always thought you were a tightly wound control freak." "Maybe we both were a little bit right," Clara admitted. "Maybe," Olivia agreed, a playful glint in her eyes. "But maybe we were also wrong about a few things." The rivalry didn't disappear overnight. There were still occasional notes, jabs, and witty remarks. But now, beneath the surface, there was something else. A spark of attraction, a grudging respect, and the undeniable possibility of something more. Their colleagues noticed the shift. The tension hadn't disappeared, but it was different now, charged with an undercurrent of playful energy. Sarah, the paralegal, smiled. "Looks like the tennis match just got a whole lot more interesting," she murmured. One day, Clara was working on a particularly difficult case, feeling overwhelmed. Olivia walked into her office, closed the door, and sat on the edge of Clara's desk. "Rough day?" she asked, her voice softer than usual. Clara nodded, running a hand through her hair. "This case is a mess." Olivia studied her for a moment, then reached out and gently brushed a stray strand of hair from Clara's forehead. "Hey," she said, You got this. And if you need anything, anything at all, just ask. Clara looked up, meeting Olivia's gaze. In that moment, the fluorescent lights seemed to dim, the sounds of the office faded away, and all that remained was the quiet connection between them. A hesitant smile touched Clara's lips. "Thanks, Olivia," she whispered. The note leaving continued, but now they held a different meaning. They were no longer weapons of war, but invitations to connect, to tease, and to explore the uncharted territory between rivals and something more. The story was just beginning.